Welcome back. Welcome to another live stream. Today we are going to talk about, of course, our Sunday night stock talk. We're going to talk about the overall direction of the market, if it's going to push to new highs or get rejected, my opinion and insights in just a minute on that. We're going to go over the economic calendar for the week, what the market thinks as far as upcoming rate cuts, most anticipated earnings reports and which companies will be reporting earnings, as well as a few other companies, of about 5 companies that I'm going to be watching this week, and as well as Bitcoin. So hope you guys enjoy this cool quick live stream on this Sunday night. It is August 18th, 2024. Give me just a moment here to let a few people tune in. Usually we go live at 7 o'clock, so we are just a few minutes early. I'd like to say welcome to everyone who is just tuning in and just maybe even starting out trading for the first time, or forever. For anyone who is new to the channel, we do trade live every single day at market open, Monday through Friday. So if the market is open, you can guarantee we'll be live trading anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. You guys can ask me questions. You can also watch me get in and out of positions, watch me lock in profits, as well as sometimes take losses. So very cool. Very, very cool. And you could ask me questions, you know, and just get to kind of get familiar with me on everything that I'll be doing, my thought process, all that great stuff. So, all right, links are there. It is almost 7 o'clock here. You guys have pretty much a rough rundown of exactly what we're going to be talking about. Top 5 stocks to watch this week on our Sunday night stock talk. And know this before tomorrow: are the markets going to be bullish or are the markets going to be bearish? That is the question, as we are going to be testing some previous resistance levels. And if we break those resistance levels, we will definitely see new highs. So that will be great. All right. 1 minute. Hello, welcome to the live stream. I'm actually excited this week. I'm excited for this week. I'm excited for another week of trading. I'm excited to hang out with you guys in the morning again, talk stocks, and make trades like we always do. Last week we ended $157 profit. Our goal was $250. So just shy of what our weekly goal was as far as profits, but not bad at all. Okay, so let us go ahead and begin. It is 7 o'clock. Welcome. Hello. How's everyone doing? All right, guys, and we also will do a stock breakdown here at the end. So if you have a ticker you want me to review towards the end of this video, then definitely put it in the comments below. So guys, remember, this is not financial advice, okay? My name's Johnny. I run the Johnny Trades and the Investing for Beginners communities, both available for you guys. Now, smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Now, this week is going to be crazy for the markets, guys. Now, we are still green in the markets. It is still bullish overall. Over the last couple of weeks, it's been extremely bullish, with that said, from a previous sell-off. Now, in my opinion, and I'm going to give you my insights in just a second on these, but first off, the economic calendar is on some things to look at are Wednesday, the FOMC minutes meeting, Thursday is the PMI data report, and Friday is the Jerome Powell speech. Now, the market thinks that there's a 75% chance that we will get a 25 basis point cut, and there is a 25% chance that we will get a 50 basis point cut as far as rate cuts coming up here in September. So the FOMC in about a month, that meeting is going to be very important to keep a watch out for. And the Jerome Powell speech on this Friday, very important to kind of stay up to date with what's going on with that. That can determine whether we stay bullish or bearish. Now, the most anticipated earnings report, I don't believe I did have that set up here. Let me pull it up for us real quick in our Discord. Second link in the description below. It is a free access, free 100% all access server where you can get live trade ideas, updates on what I'm trading, as I can't go live all day long. But after I go live, my 30 minutes to an hour, you can see my trade ideas right here in this spot, showing what I'm looking for, what's oversold, what's overbought, what's pulling back, and etc. throughout the day, even past when I do my free live stream for you guys. So this is 100% free. Definitely check it out. The other point I was trying to make here was a weekly economic calendar here. Okay, so I hope that's not too small for you, but this Tuesday we do have Lowe's reporting their earnings. On Wednesday we have Target, Macy's, TG Maxx, nothing too crazy, and then Thursday we have Peloton, Ross, Red Robin. So not a lot going on. There is some retail in there, retail earnings going on, but overall the market is still looking definitely extremely bullish. So yeah, I hope you guys were able to see that. As yes, that is it. So you can pause it, take a look, or just go to that second link below the video and get into our Discord here. Pretty cool. We also share our profits for the week. Where's our profits tab? Right here. And as you can see, consistently making $50 here, $50 there, 50, 50, 50, and then there is even some $100 days. Obviously there's red days, so I do showcase that to you guys, try to be as transparent as possible. But overall, solid week, solid month so far. Again, main chat room here. There it is again, most anticipated earnings. We didn't see that before. So now let's get into the overall market here. The 4-hour candle on the SPY is looking really nice here. Now still signs of it being bullish. And as you can see, it's going to be testing this 555 resistance level. It's now currently at 553.90. So if it can go past this resistance level, then we can see very easily maybe a 1.8% profit potentially. Okay, so doesn't mean it has to, but it definitely can break this resistance level and continue to go up. Now it can also pull back and go the opposite way. It can pull back about 1, maybe 1.5% to those maybe those 552 levels, and then maybe it could break down to that 449 or 547 level, sorry, as that is a next support level. So very interested to see what direction this takes. Tomorrow it could also just kind of bounce a little bit and consolidate also. So very excited to see what happens as far as SPY and whether the market is going to be bullish or bearish. That is a level that we are going to be watching very closely tomorrow. Now, as far as our Bitcoin watchers here, Bitcoin has had a nice consolidation over the weekend here. As you can see, this is a 4-hour chart. So right now it is on the 19th, and the market did close on the 17th. The 16th, sorry, on the 16th. So it really hasn't done much. It's actually at those lower levels again, testing support at 330 for Bitcoin Cash. And when we go to actual Bitcoin here, same thing, at those low levels where we were trading on the 16th, right in this area, slightly above where we closed on Friday. So this is a very interesting channel to be in. It's trading right along that 45-day exponential moving average, or EMA line, the blue line here. If you guys want to see a video on that, I do have more videos talking about EMA lines, SMA lines, and how you can use them to your benefit to be a more profitable trader. So guys, with that said, Bitcoin is looking very nice. You can see that there are potential here for it to pull back to this support level and bounce up, making 8.5% profit. Now it could just bounce off of the levels that it's been kind of currently trading in. As you can see, it's just kind of been trading very nicely, just kind of up and down and up and down and up and down. Now the it's getting smaller, so you can see either it goes down or it potentially bounces at this level. So very excited to see what happens tomorrow. Does it continue to go up, or does this, or I'm sorry, does it continue to go down, or does it continue to will it reverse and then go up to that $61,000 level? Now, with that said, we'd be able to trade Mara. So that was the point of Bitcoin. Moving on to Mara. As you can see with Mara, it is in a it was in a upward trend for a very long time. This was trailing up. Very nice pullback. Very nice pattern here. Had a lot of consolidation in June, May, and June, and bits of July, and then as soon as July, what is that, July 17th came, it reached highs of 2730 and it began to sell off. Now ever since, it's been actually trading within this channel right here on a downward trend. This is the first time we've actually seen areas where it's actually caught it bounce and support at 1350. So now that it's consolidating in this area, it is starting to show somewhat stages of stage 3. Now, 3 stages of reversal. Obviously, I have stage 1, which is the rejection period or the sell-off. Consolidation, where it stops making lower lows and lower highs and kind of starts consolidating or staying in this general area here for a while. And then it has a breakout either above where it starts to show confirmation as it is making newer highs, showing a clear sign of a reversal, or sometimes you can even get a breakout to the bottom and it starts to begin, it still stays selling off or begins to sell off even more. So crucial level here for Mara, 1629. If it can get above 1629, that'll be right above that 45-day moving average. As you know, when it's below the moving average, it acts as a resistance, and when it is above the moving average, typically it acts as a support, showing upward trend. So if this does end up in the green tomorrow or bullish, then you can see that this could potentially get you some nice profits, even to that SMA line, 17% to even highs of 60% profit if it can get to that $27 level. Doesn't mean it'll happen overnight, but it could happen over the next couple of days or weeks. Either way, with this general area, it may be a little overbought for tomorrow. It could potentially pull back to that $14.99 level, or even lower to that $13.50 level. So we want to wait for confirmation, as you could lose anywhere from 8 to 17% profit on Mara if you get in too early. So be aware of that. All right, so JNUG is definitely overbought, guys. So JNUG is overbought. I want to showcase that to you, as you can see here. Now, it doesn't mean it can continue to make newer highs, as this is continuing to show a bullish trend in the upward direction. But if it continues to make highs or even pulls back slightly, if it pulls back slightly to this trend line, it's about a 5%, 5% loss, or it's down 5%, or it can pull up, say 8 to 13%. If it does pull back to those levels where the trend line is, potentially 12 to 20% ish. Now, if this is overextended, because right now it's catching some of this resistance right here, okay, this could be a key level at 44, 29, 44, 50, something like that, could be a key level. Then JDST is our oversold stock for the week. It's obviously oversold, overextended. Now JDST is a bear 2 times ETF, or double leveraged ETF. So when gold goes down, this will actually go up. And if gold is overbought, then this is oversold, meaning it has a potential to go up back to previous highs of around 30%, potentially. That's only if gold pulls back that much, right? Doesn't mean gold has to pull back that much. I think that's pretty dramatic. 30%, 25, 30%. I mean, this may pull back to the trend line or to this SMA line. Again, still showing very bullish on JNUG, but I'm just showcasing a stock that is oversold, as this is a oversold watch list. Oxygen, we have talked about this in the past, and we also have traded in the past, grabbing it, quite a few shares here, hundreds of shares in that $1.19 range, selling it as high as $1.70. Could have held longer, that 197 mark. Ended up getting out in what was that, July, and just really not paying too much more attention to it after that. Got into some other different trades. Sold off very nicely back to that support range area that we see here. Now it's been testing that 45-day moving average, trying to get above it, but hasn't had any luck. Right now I currently have 400 shares, and this is the only position I have right now. I have been swing trading it since Friday, and don't mind adding more to this position as it is in this range level, right? It clearly is a 3 stages of reversal here, as it had the rejection period, it has a consolidation period, which it's in right now, and I'm hoping, or not hoping, but risking a little bit here to see if it does go up to those new, back to those previous levels. Very nice patterns. Patterns do tend to repeat themselves, so if it does happen, then you can see nice returns, even from where I am at $1.30 each share. I could see a 50% return on $500 at about $250 in profit. So again, there's some consolidation here, clear sign of a reversal. Same thing here, rejection, consolidation, confirmation, and now we are in the rejection consolidation phase, waiting for that confirmation above. Also, $500 is not necessarily a large position, so this is very light. If it does start showing signs of it going up, then I can easily start adding more. Say I could add at 140 to 150, and then I could add 150 to 160, and then maybe add one more, 160 to 170, and then let that ride up. By then I'd have 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 700 shares. A little over $1,000, and can make roughly mid-range from there to there, kind of in the middle ish, say like right here ish, about a 30% profit. 1,000, that'd be about $300. So you could go from potentially 250 to 300, something like that. So not too bad at all. Maybe a little bit more than that too. Anyways, moving on, Intel. Intel is also a company that's looking very nice. As you can see, it's had some consolidation here as far as a reversal. It actually did a nice reversal like in the opposite way, right? It had that rejection period, right? If we look at it upside down, rejection period, consolidation, and then confirmation for the bears that it was actually selling off in that level. So very crazy how it was able to consolidate in this range for so long, and I was able to even trade it in these areas, and then now it's actually selling off to where I am trading it in this level as well, right? It's consolidating in this channel here. It's kind of trading in these channels, and some of these channels can be very, very aggressive as far as percent gains. Like that's a 5% gain right there. If you look at, say, this one here, lows to high, that's another 5% profit in like less than 1 day. If you swing traded this for maybe 4 days or so, that's another 5%. And then that breakout that occurred on Intel at $30, when it did finally bounce off of that SMA EMA and it broke to highs of 36, that was a 20% profit in 2 weeks. So there's $200 in profit on a $1,000 investment in 2 weeks, and you just bought low, you sold high at those resistance level areas. Now it's sold off. I know Intel is definitely kind of in a tough spot because it did sell off so much, literally losing from 36.93 to lows. It lost 50% of its capital, lost 50% of its value, and not too long at all. Like literally, I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks, in 3 weeks. So not long at all, guys, for that to happen. Now it's kind of trading within this area. I'd like to see it break out. If it can break out this red area here, this red resistance line, that means it would be above the 45-day moving average, right around 21, maybe $21 even, $21. Maybe get up to 26, 27, maybe wherever this EMA actually moves to. Could be $28. That's a 30% profit. If we can get back up to recent support levels and the channel it was in before that massive breakout, back to kind of where it was trading before, between $29 and $31, you can see about a 46-47% profit. So again, not bad. Great way to make almost 50%, which would be like $500 on a $1,000 investment. Not too bad if you find value in that. So Obviously, it can come back down too, so let's talk about it. It can go from 2080, 2079, where it is, down to those $18 lows, losing literally 10% of your account pretty much either daily in that day, or even if it is within a couple of days. So know that you are risking a little bit. You could wait for this to pull back a little bit more so you don't risk as much. Maybe getting at those $19, $19.50 area if it pulls back that much. But if it breaks out tomorrow and we see a nice breakout, I'm going to add a few positions and then see if it starts following maybe some type of a trend. It doesn't have to be as aggressive as this. It can be a very slow grind up. As you can see, this was somewhat fast, not crazy fast, but it was definitely a slow grind indeed. So definitely excited to see what happens with Intel tomorrow. And then we also have Plug. Plug Power is definitely one of those companies that, again, I have a couple of penny stocks in here, a couple of moderate stocks, right? As you notice, Intel's only $20, JDST's $30, Mara's $16, right? SPY we're just looking at because it goes off the market, right? So we just want to know what direction the market's taken. Doesn't mean you have to trade it, and you could trade it, right? It's $550 a share. And then we have, of course, Ocugen, which is my kind of swing trader that I've had some success in making some money in, and am looking to make some more money, right, in a nice swing trade from this pattern setup. And then, of course, we have Plug, right? So this is one of those, another one of those kind of penny stock companies. Again, trading in somewhat of a channel here, trading within these channels, getting nice spike out. So when it does spike up, you can make some really nice profits. I mean, I thought this little spike here was nice, 26%. You guys see it right down here, 26%. When it actually broke out, it was 122%. So you put $1,000 in, you could have made $1,200 on top of that 1,000. Which means you put in 1,000, you walk away with $2,200. So pretty amazing. Now it has been selling off, obviously still in that sell-off phase. Did find support at 186. This would have been a nice area to get a really good starting point or a nice average down, as it has already gone up. It has already gone up 20%, 20%, and it has now officially crossed over that EMA line. Do you see that, the blue line there? So if this does stay its course, it can go up 81% from those lows. And it's done it before. Look at this. This went from 226 to highs of 333, 47% profit in 2 weeks. So it's definitely very possible, even if it goes up to just this SMA line here, the green line, that's a 10% profit. Or it can also sell off tomorrow and go down to these lows again for about a 15% loss. So again, very excited to see what happens in the market. Those are my top 5 stocks that I'm watching for this week specifically, as I do see more value in them over the next couple of days than not. And hopefully I'm right, and some of these companies do somewhat go to the moon. That'd be really great. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed this Sunday night stock talk. Do you guys have any stocks you want me to check out, or you guys want me to look at anything? You want me to go over Mara or Bitcoin? Let me know in the chat before we get off, and yeah, we can go from there. Hope you guys are all having a great weekend as well. Dale says GOVX, please. Okay, yeah. You know what? It's funny you said GOVX. Maybe you watched me trade it on Friday, or you just because of the news. But that's really cool. GOVX, I was able to trade it. I traded quite a few shares actually. I started with some 10s just to get my feet wet a little bit. Or was it over here? I started with some 20s. I started with some 50 shares total, and then I started buying and selling $100 shares, position sizes on this $4.86 company. Now it's $7, guys. I sold way too early, buying down at $5 and $4, and then selling, at $4.70 and selling at, $5.38. Which was just crazy, right? I mean, it was a great run in a single day, guys, from the time it opened on Friday morning to the time it closed, even pre-market, it went up 107%. So if I would have just held on to my position over here of even $400, that's all I had, 10 shares, $400. If I would have just held that to this position, I would have made 100% on that, which would have been $400. Now I did make money on it. I did make about $50 total for the day on this. Multiple trades, sold way too early, guys, selling at 538, leaving a chunk of change on the table. 538 here to highs. That's 57% profit I left on the table. So very, very sad indeed. I did pick up a very nice chunk though. Picked up about 50% on that, but just wasn't enough with the position size that I had as well. So buying also, where is it at here? Where's the main trades at? Buying and selling very quickly. I wasn't sure this trade was going to go up or down, but very fun, very cool. It's extremely bullish. So going into tomorrow, you may see that this has experienced a bit of a pullback. Usually it'll pull back a little bit in the morning time, just from people selling off and locking in profits. And then it looks like it'll continue to rise. So very excited to see what happens with GOVX, as this could push to higher highs. And we can make some more money very quickly. May even consider just throwing, $100 into it if I start seeing signs of that going up even more, and be able to, even just double $100. That's an extra $100. Obviously, definitely very bearish. Has reached that resistance line that we had even called out on Friday. We're like, man, it might hit 750, it might hit 860, and sure enough, it looks like it hit that level right there. I should have drew it on my chart so that way you guys can basically just believe that I called it out. You could also watch the Friday live stream that we had, but like, man, if this thing can run up to these previous resistance levels here, I was like, then dang, you can totally see this, go to the moon even more, or potentially start getting rejected and selling off. And yeah, that's basically what it did. It got to that 850 level right here, as you can see, 850. And that's right where the resistance was at 860. So we may have to test this again if it wants to run up. That's still 15% if it opens where it's currently at. We can see this sell off a little bit and then potentially run up again. And we can also just see this run up even more. So very excited to see what happens with this tomorrow. That's another company we are going to be watching and have our eyes on. So I will be adding that back to our oversold list just so that it's easier tomorrow. When I do trade live at market open, you can see definitely just everything we talked about tonight, basically the overall direction of where the market is. And yeah, I'm excited, guys. I'm excited to do another live day trading session with everyone. So I appreciate you guys' time. Enjoy the rest of your night. And remember to sign up with the Discord link below. It is free. You can see my trade ideas, my insight, and you can watch me trade live in and out of positions as I lock in profits or take a loss. So you can definitely check it out if you wake up early enough to try one of those morning day trading sessions. I highly recommend it. Our goal this week is $50 a day still, slightly higher. I was going to push it about $60 a day, but I'm going to keep it at $50 a day for now. Almost there to $100 a day, but staying consistent, locking in money. Locked in over $257 last week, which was just fantastic. Or I'm sorry, $157 last week, which was just fantastic. 250 was our goal. So we're going to keep that as our goal and target this week as well. So thanks, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Remember, let's end the year on a green note and enjoy the rest of your Sunday night.